The Mzansi Youth Choir, established in 2003 with the aim of affording talented, underprivileged teenagers and young adults the opportunity to perform locally and abroad. Now, in September 2023, how can we forget, the choir reached the finals of America's Got Talent, and they performed Coldplay's song, My Universe. Now, Coldplay noticed their performance and invited the choir to sing Fix You with Chris Martin in front of a sold-out crowd of 35,000 fans. Now, the choir has travelled around the world and performed the national anthem in front of thousands of proud South Africans at the 30-year celebration of democracy. The Mzansi Youth Choir Artistic Director Alfred Phakathi and Head Chorister Gulwa join us in studio this morning. Man, it just gives me goosebumps thinking about what has happened to this choir since you appeared at America's Got Talent. I mean, Alfred, give us an understanding. How has it changed? What's happened to the lives of those in the choir and yourself?
Thank you so much. Good morning to everybody. I think it's just magical. It's unbelievable. But most of all, we are a praying choir. We just thank God for opening all these opportunities for us. And being at America's Got Talent has changed, everything, in terms of the whole entire choir. Also, to every chorister that sings in the choir, because now they are ambassadors of South Africa, and they believe and they are role models to the community, at the church, on their streets, in their families, and that's amazing, I would say.
Isn't it just amazing? I mean, it was the first time ever, please tell me if I'm wrong, that the audience actually got a golden buzzer vote for you guys.
Yes.
I mean, what was that like? Because you're standing there, you don't know what's going on, and the next second, this gold confetti just pours on you.
I think I speak for everyone. On that stage, we didn't know what was going on. After that moment, those were the longest 2 minutes of our lives. Yeah. And we just started crying. Oh, I mean, I cried. I didn't expect the audience shouting, "Golden buzzer, golden buzzer." I didn't expect it. And I think many of us didn't expect it. Wow. We expected at least maybe 3 yeses, 2 yeses, and then that's it. And when they said to us, we're making history at AGT. Yeah. The history that we are the first ever to ever receive an audience golden buzzer.
Man, I just... you don't know what was going on back here. We were losing our marbles as well.
I lost my mind.
I'm sure you lost your mind.
Because I remember a moment, I was sitting with my colleague Situmo, who's a musical director, and Marina, who's the coordinator manager. I was sitting with them at the audience. Then when the golden buzzer went, I don't know how I ended up on stage. I saw myself on stage. I blacked out. But the following day, I woke up with injuries. Yeah. I had injuries on my knee. I don't know how I got those injuries.
I don't blame you. You probably ran through.
You jumped the stage. The stage was this high, and
And the next thing, he was on the stage.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that moment, I can imagine. But Chris Martin then comes, and I am a major fan of Chris Martin. That voice of his. He heard you guys singing. You've now recorded something with him, and to be in studio with Chris Martin, to have a single with him, and to have this global platform, what was that like?
We didn't expect it.
Yeah.
Coldplay is a big band.
Oh, massive.
It's a massive band all around the world. So when he humbled himself, especially Chris, and said, there's this choir from Soweto, I would like to do something with him. And the funny thing is, we didn't expect to meet with him after AGT. So this year we had a performance in USA, and he was there. And he surprised us and said, you know what, let's go to the studio. Yeah. And we just sat in that studio, recorded a few songs. We didn't expect he will use some of the things that we recorded. And when we got the message that he wants us with him releasing an album, his 10th album, and we are part of that great, life-changing thing, I still can't believe it. No. I think I'm dreaming.
Yeah, and also, I think it makes it special because he said this is his or their last album as Coldplay. Yeah. And to be part of is going in history like that. It's just humbling.
You guys are just breaking the history books here. I just want to end off with you, of course, Alfred, because you change people's lives. I mean, this is an exception, because this is just Wow. I mean, you know, this is stuff that dreams are made of, and we can't even dream that big in
True.
life, honestly. But what you've done is taken these young children that face a lot of difficulties and changed lives. I mean, that's a big deal for you.
I think for the whole of us, especially the team of the Mzansi Youth Choir, which is Yani Zaiman, Marina, the founders, and also Situmo, what makes us happy and fulfill our hearts is when we go to Soweto or anywhere and find just a talent, raw. And we work with that talent, because we're not only teaching choreography and music, we also teach morals, you know, discipline, you know, a lot of things, professionalism. And at the end, after 1 year, after 2 years, you see the product of, you know, what you've been building. And also they practice what you do. That's the most humbling thing, because we know we have changed somebody's life to be
Amazing.
positive.
I know I'm crossing to a break because we've got them performing for us after this. We don't have time.
Yes.
Break, we'll be back.